All right, I'm leaving a new breakfast sandwich spot in San Francisco called Bandit, right here on the corner of 18th and Dolores. That's the street with all the palm trees and obviously Dolores Park. It was really good. I was happy with it. I think it's, you always need a spot that has multiple breakfast sandwiches on the menu in a hot spot, not just one. You can go and they had like Munster cheese on one of them. It was legit, maybe a little bit on the breadier side, but some people like it to be on the breadier side. As I walk home to grab my suitcase and start heading to Cleveland, I want to talk about the marquee matchup. I haven't dedicated a video to this yet. I've mentioned it, but I mean, Trent Williams against Myles Garrett, this is special. And I went up and I talked to Trent Williams this week about it. Imagine this. Back when Trent was at Washington, the front office, they knew how much tape he would watch. They knew that he was such a student of the game. They had him do scouting reports in year 8 in the league. So this kind of ages Trent Williams, who's 35 now. In 2017, he had to do scouting reports of college players coming out. They said, get the top 5 defensive ends and make a report on them. And the first report he made was on Myles Garrett. Trent Williams says that he loses sleep at night whenever he has to face an edge rusher who might beat him even if Trent himself is perfect. Myles Garrett's causing him to lose sleep at night this week. This is a titanic matchup. Myles Garrett doesn't have any weaknesses, right? You talk about the fact that Micah Parsons, you could run at him. He definitely had a weakness. Myles Garrett doesn't have a weakness. This defensive line of the Cleveland Browns doesn't really have a weakness along the front four. You can't just, if you're Myles Garrett, you're not just going to decide to go against the other side, Colton McKivitz, because you've got Zadarius Smith over there. So the 49ers, when they decide, who they want to double team, it's either it's Zadarius Smith on one side or Myles Garrett on the other. It's pick your poison. So it's a big time problem for the 49ers in this game, but I see it more as a big time test for the 49ers in this game. Big time proving grounds opportunity for an offensive line that has improved. They continue improving in pass protection. Number 3 in run blocking by the composite metrics. Number 21 in pass protection, but it's rising, and there's a chance for them to get even better. And it's anchored by this Trent Williams versus Myles Garrett matchup. First time in their careers that they faced each other. And I mean, they've both been in the league for quite some time now. I mean, Trent Williams scouted Myles Garrett in year 8 of Trent's career. Now Myles Garrett, I think, is on year 7. It just gives you an idea of the longevity of these players. A couple future Hall of Famers. Garrett with a sack will become the first player in NFL history to go over 80 sacks before his 28th birthday. He's tied with Reggie White right now for sacks before his 28th birthday, 80 career sacks. And Trent Williams, well, he's the highest graded offensive tackle in the league for the 4th straight year. Myles Garrett is the highest graded pass rusher in the league. Nick Bosa's on the other side. I walked up to Nick Bosa in the locker room yesterday. We started talking about this matchup. I told him about the Trent Williams scouting story with Myles Garrett. And Nick said, it's a hell of a matchup. I'll definitely be watching. So it's going to be good stuff in Cleveland. That is the focal point of this football game. If you're a football purist, enjoy. If you're just a casual football fan, pay attention. Myles Garrett's going to line up against Trent Williams about 85% of the time. Pay attention to that because this is special. You don't see this happen every day. In fact, you probably only see this type of matchup happen once every 10 years or so in the NFL. 2 players of this caliber going head to head. And check out the article that I wrote on this after my sit down with Trent. It's up on The Athletic. You can see it on the screen. The description has the link and you can sign up for really cheap. It is definitely worth it if you want your fix of in-depth 49ers insight.